This is another episode of our Intergalactic and Star Family series. This virtual retreat is absolutely opening our hearts wide open. And we're even going to experience more heart opening with Laurie Reyon. She is a beautiful guide. She's the co-host here, the idea generator behind many of these virtual retreats. She's got so much wisdom to share. She works closely with the whales and the dolphins, and most recently, the dragons, the golden dragons. She is in partnership with her cat Puda, who's now on the other side, but she channeled Puda, who is a channel for of Seth. And so much wisdom has been shared by Laurie Reyon that we're really looking forward to this presentation today. Hi, Laurie. Thank you for being here. We're excited.
I'm excited too. It's fun to create these events, but it's also fun to get to present at least a little bit of our work in these, presentations that we're doing. So today, in communicating with Seth, I am a universal channel, and in communicating with Seth, who I consider my partner now, um, a lot of this is going to go through that wisdom, which is Seth is the original soul and has incarnated multiple times in my life through various cats. The most recent cat we knew is Master Cat Buddha. She passed in November. She's still very much here in spirit. She still talks nonstop. She's just great in that way. So a lot of what I'm going to share will come through that particular channel because it relates to the topic of what we're about to do today. So I welcome you, and I would like you to open your hearts and welcome Seth and the whales and dolphins. And Lorraine, I'm going to want to share the screen. Can I do that now?
I will make you a co-host. Okay, quick moment here, Laurie.
I'm going
There
to
you
talk
go.
first about spiritual creativity and soul ignition. Is it ready?
Yes.
Here, I'm going to give it a try here. Okay, can you see my screen, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
beautiful.
beautiful. Okay, we'll start here. Make this. Okay. So as we embrace 2026, a new spiritual theme of creativity becomes relevant for humanity. Today, we're sharing that the emergence of the goddess energies will continue and will spark amazing creativity within humanity. As the masculine and the feminine are merging, we are truly co creating with the flow of universal consciousness. During 2026 and beyond, I can share that you are destined to approach your own personal life missions a little bit differently now. This year, we're going to go deeper into our spiritual assignments, and we're able to flow more clearly with our creative forces in more spontaneous and guided ways. For some, this is a new way of doing things. And I ask that you now prepare for surrender to this process of creativity, which is the expression of your soul. You are destined to become masters at manifestation in this world and to elevate the expression of the authentic you. So remember, beloved ones, that you are all star seed and some of you are star masters. All must embrace their life missions now at this time to be truly happy and fulfilled. You can no longer be your true, authentic soul self if you're hiding from your own magnificence. Remember, this is the main reason for us being and knowing who we really are. Some have been confused at how to embrace your highest path, but it's a process. Know it has taken you many years to become who you are today. And with all of that experience, that part of you will guide you now as you will access your team, which means your three master guides, the angels that surround you, your animal companions, and your star family. So now is the time to ask how you can express yourself more fully in this lifetime. As I said earlier, ask and you will receive. When you make a conscious choice to begin to live and create within your own heart, you release the polarity and judgment of this third dimensional world. This is truly the only way to live a truly joyful and authentic life. It's time for every human to move into their hearts every day and focus all of your beautiful energy on truly knowing and feeling what's going on in there. Who am I? What am I doing here? What can I do with it? Okay. I promise you that the feeling state is exactly where you want to be. Your heart will never lie to you. It will always guide you into solution energy for every single challenge. You must be willing to get comfortable feeling though, instead of thinking, and realize that you have blocked so much of what is truth. Much of this is due to the way our society and our culture works. However, that does not make it effective or real. Everyone intuitively knows what is best for them. And part of this is getting in touch with that, what is true, and how to take action from the heart. However, it does take time and trust of self to live it, patience. So if you make this choice, you will become a conscious creator, and you will always be able to go within to find your truth. So feel into the energies all around you now as you open your heart. As I mentioned earlier, Seth is in the Keys of Enoch and in many other ancient texts is considered the original soul. And I had the great pleasure, and still do, of living with Seth. So this is a quote that might help you understand uh, the beingness that comes from Seth that you're going to listen to. This is a quote. Humans, you are given the gift of the gods. You create from your own reality according to your beliefs, and yours is the creative energy that makes your world. There are no limitations to the self except those that you believe in. You create your life through the inner power of your being, whose source is within you, yet beyond the selves that you know. The source of creativity springs from your own inner identity, which is never completely materialized in flesh. And so you always have unused portions of creativity at your command. You are a creator, translating your experience into physical form. The exterior appearance is a replica of the inner desires that you have. Pardon me. You can change your personal world. You can change it without even knowing it. You have only to use the ability consciously to examine the nature of your thoughts and your feelings and project those with which you basically agree with. Conscious creation is the way to go. Okay? So we are going to talk about what I said earlier about the pineal gland. Yeah, this one here. The pineal gland, often known as the third eye, is the biological organ. And I think if we focus on it today more than I normally do, I think it's going to be really helpful for people to understand. Oops, sorry about that. Got to go back to the beginning here. There we go. So there's a picture of the most recent aspect of South. This is known as Master Kuta. And a little bit of me, our business card, the different things that we do. So for many years, I've been called Standing Well Mother. That title was given to me by the Native Americans in Mexico when I was at a shamanic circle. It's a long story, but the time when the title was given to me, I was really embarrassed. I didn't know what to make of it. Now I embrace it, and I have moved into accepting that part that allows me to be a universal channel, and specializing really with the voice, being the consciousness of the whales and dolphins, who are the elders on our planet. So activating your third eye or your pineal is powerful, and it's transformational. There's a picture of what it's a very small organ. So everyday normal people from all around the world are learning how to tap into something deep within their body, a long forgotten method that has been veiled in secrecy, and they are becoming supernatural. They're able to heal themselves, to manifest wealth, and find their soulmates, to have mystical experiences, and awakening psychic powers, and so much more. All of this is made possible by the small pea-sized cone-shaped organ at the base of your brain. It's between the two halves of your brain. In many cultures, it's called the third eye. This mysterious gland has been described as the seat of the soul, and is responsible for our ability to connect to the universe, to access higher consciousness, and allows us to manifest our thoughts into reality. For thousands of years, the pineal has been revered for the mystical powers it possesses. You can see these ancient depictions of Sumerian gods holding pine cones, which are widely accepted to represent the pineal gland. The ancient Egyptians also understood the sacred power of the pineal gland and made it evident and called it the eye of Horus. So let's take a look at some of that. My experience with it is it's a radio transmitter. It allows you to be telepathic, and everybody wants to be telepathic. We all have this ability. But the first thing we have to do is rediscover this pineal gland. And if you've already discovered it, for many people, it's calcified. So there's different ways. Organic sulfur is one of the ways to decalcify it. Of course, clean living, organic food, beautiful, blessed water. There's the eye of Horus, which is also representative of the pineal. So this may not be something that you want to study at this level, but just knowing about it and choosing to activate it through your own consciousness, I think will benefit you so much. It's a picture of the Buddha statue that we were just talking about. So perhaps the most revealing is that at the center of the Vatican, one of the most holy sites in the world, sits a giant pine cone shaped like a statue. And it, and if that wasn't enough to raise some eyebrows, the staff the Pope carries with him also has a pine cone engraved upon it. Interesting, huh? And again, if you've seen the statue of the Buddha's head, which we just did, you'll notice the swirl at the center of his forehead. This represents his supernatural wisdom, which emanates directly from the pineal gland. So sometimes the best kept secrets are hidden in plain sight. There's another representation that's been used. So we have to wonder, why do all major religions and even ancient civilizations revere this little known gland? Is that mere coincidence, or did they know something profound about the pineal that's just being revealed now, that's been hidden from us for centuries? Of course, the whale has the largest pineal. Very few people actually understand how important this small, unassuming gland is in our lives. It has a profound impact on our life, on our health, and on our ability to connect directly to the universe to create unlimited abundance. You'll discover why you've gone through, I don't know, what do we say, great lengths to connect to the truth about your pineal gland, and the length that they've grown through to do it too. So it's just so important. But when you're fully open to your pineal gland and your third eye, the universe will open up to you, granting your every innermost desire. In order for the pineal gland to be able to communicate directly with the universe, though, you need to activate it. So, in order to really understand how special this pea-sized pineal gland is, we can end up changing the ways that we've really never imagined before. As I just mentioned, the way that you eat, drinking blessed water, acknowledging it through meditation, and asking it to grow. And in a little bit, we'll do an exercise I think that will help you too. The pineal gland is the only thing that unites the left and the right brain hemispheres. Think of it as a gatekeeper. And when your third eye is fully open, it allows both your brain hemispheres to communicate with each other. When it's not activated, think of it as a dam, not allowing energy or water to flow from one side to the other. When we open this up, manifestation begins to work. This knowledge is sacred and closely guarded, to say the least. Basically, it's so powerful that I would say that many of the organizations throughout history have hidden this knowledge from us. I think it's the real reason Tesla's work was confiscated by the government. Activating your pineal allows you to be able to use your mind to influence the universe, to bend to your will, and to manifest your deepest desires. Just imagine being able to heal your body from any pain or sickness, or to create wealth and abundance just by focusing your mind through that pineal on what you desire. The pineal contains rods and cones, cells that our two eyes have. These cells are used to perceive light and colors. So our third eye is a lot more similar to our two eyes than you may have realized. Our third eye is mentioned in the holy books like the Bhagavad Gita. I hope I said that right, and even the Holy Bible. The Bible makes mention of our third eye with this quote: "The eye is the lamp of the body." So if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. That's from Matthew 6:22. Notice how the Bible specifically says eye and not eyes in this passage. The passage is essentially saying that if your third eye is open, you will be illuminated. Recently, Israeli scientists discovered microscopic rhombohedral crystals on our pineal gland. These crystals have piezoelectric properties, which means they can become electrically activated from the biorhythms of our body. Once these crystals are activated, they can start calling energy back to you, building their own electromagnetic field. So this is essentially turning your body into a transceiver, which allows you to send and receive information clearly. The pineal gland allows you to be able to send and receive this information directly from the universe and from other higher vibrational dimensions and beings. It's one of the best kept secrets. Try to manifest without having a functional pineal gland. It will be very difficult. It'd be like trying to make a phone call on your cell phone when the battery's dead. It's really worth your time to explore it and to activate it and really enjoy using it. Some fun pictures. So in its natural state, it is an eyeball. It's looking upward. There's a fun picture where the camera was able to pick up the energy of the pineal. So we practice using it by turning it forward like a flashlight so that we're looking straight out, coming between the eyebrows. And then, as I said before, connecting it to the heart so that the energy flows from the heart, which is the prana, all the way up to the third eye. This is when things really get fun and it really becomes useful. Connecting the pineal with the sacred space of the heart. This particular picture comes from the Flower of Life teachings, which says we have 8 beams of light that emanate from our pineal gland. And it's another process that I teach in my classes if you're interested. And it goes in hand with learning about the Merkaba. That this golden halo appears once you learn to use the 8 beams of light connecting to the pineal and the chakra. It has its own chakra. See, there we go, looking straight forward. You know, a lot of the pictures of the saints, like Jesus and so forth, remember they had the gold aura painted around them in pictures. This is what they did. They activated these 8 beams of light. Now, this is a picture of me teaching in a class where someone had an aura camera, and I was working with the pineal gland. And as soon as we activated that 8th beam, the green light appeared, which is alpha, moving from normal light to green light. Pretty fun. So the whole field of energy that you carry will change once that pineal gland is activated. Connecting you to the cosmos. It's well worth your while to explore, you know, some activational processes that you can do in a group and that you can practice on your own, often called the celestial gateway. So this is the time, I believe, you know, we've all lived a lot of lives. This is the time we've waited for to really activate these special gifts that we have to create a life of peace and harmony. I believe that time is right now. It's time for humans to begin to live and create from your hearts. There's a good mantra which I think will help you. What I think and what I feel, I bring into form. I am a conscious creator. Okay, say that. What I think and what I feel, I bring into form. I am a conscious creator. It's time to use your free will for your highest and best good, as we're doing today. Time to remember who you really are. Why did you come to Earth? To be here at this particular time. It's time to remember that life is a choice with free will, and you are the creator. So continued activation and use of your third eye can greatly enhance your ability to communicate clearly with spirit. And not just spirit, you know, remember animals are all telepathic. Angels. And of course your star family communicates telepathically too. So this is a product. It's called Pure. I used to be what do you call it? Where I sold this. I got awfully busy with the different things I'm doing now. So, but it's still a product I use every day. It's purified organic sulfur. So you don't have to get it from this company, but if you can use organic sulfur, or you can go to pure.com or livepure.com, you can purchase it. And I think it's really helpful. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk to Seth now. And this is some of the channeling I think that is important to share today about the story of creation and the starseed experiment. So here we go. In this exploration of who you really are, we revisit the Earth's starseed experiment that took place about 204,000 years ago. More and more information is being made available to you now, revealing how the actual starseed experiment was brought forth and integrated into the DNA of the human choosing to live upon planet Earth. Following the destruction of almost all life on Earth, our planet and people went from living in a 5D world to a 3D world of duality. In a sense, we started over, being stripped to only two strands of active DNA. After the fall from grace, when the humans living upon the Earth were destranded in their DNA, the call went forth from Prime Creator to the 12-dimensional worlds of form. Each society was asked to offer of their DNA to reseed the human beings of Earth. This gift of love is the greatest experiment our universe has ever witnessed. It then became very popular to want to incarnate onto Earth, knowing the pure potentiality of being a part of this opportunity. The wisdom of 12 different evolved planetary civilizations is coded right into every subatomic particle of your DNA. Wow. The collective intelligence of 12 planetary worlds that have all ascended is within your DNA and every human on Earth. This type of experiment is unique and very powerful for every human. From a universal perspective, the human race is the brainchild of many stellar beings who took part in the inception of you, of who you are and who you are to become. The codes within your DNA are awakening, and it's now time to remember. Your family in the stars and your distant relatives from the expanse of the galaxy are ready to reintroduce themselves to each of you. The real question is, are you ready? Because they cannot come to you if you have fear. You truly are a human species unto your own. The Galactic Federation, representing elders from each of the star systems and dimensions, sent their finest light emissaries to starseed and create the new galactic human. Never was there a more celebrated victory than the seeding of Gaia and the successful genetic splicing of the 12-dimensional worlds of form. Understand that the emissaries of light from these many galaxies were united in their effort, and Earth became in many ways the center of the universe. It is true that all eyes are upon us, the emerging super race of human beings. As free will beings, we incarnated and came in to create our own personal experience, to make our own choices, and to know the focus of dedicating ourselves to an ideal. Quite simply, we came to the third dimension as a representative of one of the starseed races that we speak of. Quite simply, we came to immerse ourselves in the cycles of life and death and reincarnation until the work is complete. Now is the time to remember and to embrace the truth that you are form and matter sparked with the crystalline energy of your prime creator. It's very important now that we tune to our living light fields, which is also known as the Merkaba, as part of the process of returning to the light. The universe and the beings that are your star brothers and sisters are watching and waiting for you to take the evolutionary leap, which moves you closer to the realization of their vision. This is our legacy. For as evolving souls who have committed to the third dimension in Earth experience, we have chosen to take part in the ascension of an entire solar family. Whatever personal experiences we have been focused on until now, we will find ourselves already shifting to a more galactic awareness, a galactic awareness with purpose for reincarnated upon the Earth as we exist right now. We are a part of an elite group of beings, fortunate ones who have directly participated in celestial ascension before. We are among the residents of planets who are all in the process of transmuting a physical body of form back into a light body. These are among the rarest of events in the universe, and they're really exceptional moments in the all time. Feel the love and support that the star family has for you. You are mutating into your light selves, about to integrate the brilliance of light, which is lain dormant and hidden for 204,000 Earth years. The reward for your hundreds and some of you thousands of lifetimes upon Earth is coming into manifestation. As you quicken and raise your vibration to the new frequencies coming to the planet, you are accelerating the creation of your light body. You are restructuring your genetic grid. You will radiate as a beacon for those like you who have also begun the transmutational process. This is an aspect of your attraction to each other as soul and star families. Your unification, which brightens the light of Gaia. As individual units committed to service, you are anchoring the cosmic energies within you and then beaming them out across the matrix of the crystalline grid, furthering the process for others to follow. This is evolution at its finest, in its purest sense, where everything is in a state of becoming brighter as we journey together and return to source. So, together we say thank you for opening your heart to remembering who you really are, remembering your lineage and your DNA back to who you were 204,000 years ago is an important step now. When the earth was reseeded, where did you live? And who was your family? Asking these important questions will lead you to remember and find those gifts within yourself that link you to your star family. Making this connection can greatly assist you in feeling powerful and motivated to continue to use your amazing gifts and to discover those that are still dormant in your DNA. This process is designed to connect you today to one or more of the planetary worlds where you lived when the starseed experiment was implemented and when Earth began her journey back to the fifth dimension. Your star family is watching and waiting to connect to you. There is great love here for you. There's a snippet of the creation story that came through Seth. We're going to go here to talking about being interdimensional and understanding traveling through the dimensions and coming to the star Antares, which is where this experiment actually took place. Okay, here. So let's talk about that. Right now we're in the third dimension. I think everybody knows that. But you have the capability to be interdimensional. And look, some of the knowledge that we're seeking now that's coming through from the star family is going to help you understand that better. So this is basically a galactic initiation as we move, just briefly into some of the dimensions to understand more about the star family. Earth, of course, is multidimensional. And everything comes from the seed of creation, which is the flower of life. There's a lot more for you to explore with that, but this information you should have. The first dimension is the iron core crystal within the Earth itself. The first dimension core origination point eventually ends up at the ninth dimension, which is the black hole in the center of at the center of the Earth. So we're going to go through those from 1 to 9 today. The second dimension is hollow Earth, sometimes called Agartha. It's the realm of crystals and minerals. It's a source of strength and vitality. It exists in a fifth dimensional reality, even though it's a 2D world. It's a great place to connect to work with your physical health and to make a personal connection to connect to the earth herself. Some of the big crystals are here. And then on the surface of the earth, we call third dimensional earth. It's a beautiful planet to be on, even though there's a lot of challenges and toxicity yet to clear. We have a lot to be grateful for here, too. It is the linear space and time that we share with all biological creatures, including the plants. It's where the physical and the non-physical realms intersect. Some beautiful scenes from the crust of the earth. the surface of the earth. One of our fun Hawaiian retreats. So when we move into the fourth dimension, we call this the realm of illusion, the human collective mind and feelings. In my world, this is a place really to be avoided, sometimes called the gray zone. Everything that you've ever thought or said instantly manifests in this dimension. There's a lot of polarity there, the good, the bad, and everything else made conscious. So if you're traveling through the dimensions, it's not a place to hang out. We'll go through it as quickly as possible. Things like Star Trek are there, Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and even the dark ones we call the demons. They're all there because these are things that humans have created. Let's get on up to the fifth dimension, which is the beginning of the realm of love. And it's also the home of the Pleiadians, our brothers and sisters of light. Pleiadian consciousness is so beautiful. It's so joyful. It's so sharing and compassionate. They're here for you every day and come to you so easily. I have Pleiadians here every day. They're always sharing. They're always willing to channel. They're always willing to offer me assistance or compassion, all different ways. So if you haven't reached out to connect to them, I encourage you to do that. From South, they are our 5D benevolent family and very much want to assist you in preparing your life body and your communication skills. And here's the star map. Alisacone is their great central sun. It's often called the Seven Sisters. Thank you, Pleiadians, for all that you do and all that you will do as we continue on this ascension path. They are grateful. So as we journey into the dimensions, we come out of the realm of love, which is 5D, into the sixth dimension. We'll call this the Syrian realm. This is where genetics is replicated into form. It's where you go when you've come from the higher realms with your divine life blueprint. You go there to have your body seeded and created. I was taken there quite unexpectedly some years ago with a client who was a Syrian, and I got to see them like, I don't like the word factory, but these huge underwater healing temples, and they were building the sacral bone for someone. There were these touch screens, and the whales, of course, were there. The whales are a big part of this, and they're standing upright with they have 10 fingers in their fins. They're not, they look differently there than they do here, because here they're water creatures, up there they're land creatures. But it's a very important dimension, and it's we're engineering life as we know it. It's also the realm of the dolphins and whales. More whales, dolphins, a lot of them have gone up to the seventh dimension or have come through the seventh dimensional stargate and have stayed there. There's a picture. Beautiful from space. It's an example of sacred geometry that's being created at that realm. It's quite intricate. So when you look at your body and you think about all the intricacies and diversity of the different bodies, you can thank the Syrians. Geometric form can be so completely unique and different. It's a lot about vibrational healing comes through the geometry here. I like this quote. It's how vibration becomes visible form. There's a picture of what they might look like. They sometimes have the larger heads, big brains, very wise beings, but they're definitely in a humanoid body. It's so incredibly loving, so very dedicated. And we go to the seventh dimension. This is Andromeda, and this is the realm of what we call cosmic sound. Here, the inhabitants do have bodies, but they're much lighter. They're connected to color and light and sound. They're dedicated to bringing new technologies and holistic forms of healing to the whole universe. They strive to assist the other star nations to live in peace and unity. They're wonderful, advanced healers. They teach freedom and self love through their creative expression. It also includes this dimension Alpha Centauri. A lot of the Alpha Centauri beings are aquatic beings. They vibrate with the violet flame, and again, very, very loving. A lot of communication through music, color, light, and sound from this dimension. We look at the Earth now and we see a lot of sound therapy taking off. That comes from Andromedans that are here that brought that here. Isn't that beautiful? From Andromeda. Also, some of you know about the Andar crystals. They come actually from a different universe, but they come through the Stargate, which is there in the seventh dimension where the new Earth is. And they buried themselves onto the north side of Mount Shasta before humans ever came here. And these crystals are completely unique. They're monatomic. They have no polarity at all. You never have to wash them or clean them. They're just here with joy and love and power. So they're very rare. It's one of the things that we have to offer to the public. A new vortex was recently discovered in Sedona, and then the others are in South Africa. So something, if you're guided to, you can let me know. I'll help you connect to the Andaras. So we journey now to the eighth dimension, and this is the realm of the divine mind, also divine government. This is where you see someone working with their multidimensionality. Divine intelligence is used to oversee many worlds here in the lower dimensions. The Orion world is home to the Elohim in the star nebula. The nebula is the stardust that is used to create form. And here we are, most of us familiar with the Orion's belt, which function here on Earth as three different stargates. It's an actual telescope picture of the nebula in Orion. Isn't that beautiful? And there's that star belt again, and you can see how beautiful the nebula is. There were many wars that have been written about in the Orion system. Fortunately, there's not any going on now, but they were basically warring over this nebula. There were beings that wanted to take the stardust and create form on their own, and of course, that was against all of the different rules and laws, and hence we had the clones. So this nebula is beyond powerful, and again, the home of the Elohim. So this is El Nitak, one of the stars there. It's the center star of the three stars of the belt. And there is Muntaka again, surrounded by the nebula, which is home to the Akashic records and the Elohim. So we talked about this being the place where beings come from a different galaxy. They would come through to the black hole and would come to Orion. And they would meet with galactic emissaries and learn about our galaxy and our different planets and be greeted. I guess it would say it's here we have Washington, D.C. as the seat of the government, and here in the galaxy we have Orion. And if you keep going, you move up into the ninth dimension, where there really aren't people that I'm aware of anyway that live there. The Milky Way itself calls it the Zolkin realm, and they are the keepers of time, which is important. It's a picture of the Milky Way. Nice. So when you go through the black hole, you can go into the 11th dimension and you can go to the Lyran world. Our Arcturian world for me is 13th dimensional and higher. However, many people believe they have a collective of beings there in the ninth dimension as well. So our starseed family is everywhere. So I'm going to call out the names of the beings that went to Antares when the starseed experiment happened. And in another class or another time, it might mean something to you. So you do that now. This is the star where the experiment that I read to you about happened. And there's this beautiful temple there, I guess you would say, that functions where meetings can take place from all over the galaxy. And on the day the starseed experiment was implemented, there's a beautiful oval crystal table. And at the table, there are 12 emissaries from these different worlds. And you would resonate with one or more of them. So I'm just going to call out their names. And again, if you want to do more of this work, you can let me know. It's called cosmology, and we do help people find and remember. And this particular exercise is helpful. So the first one would be Pleiadian. The second would be Syrian. The third is Arcturian. And again, I'm speaking of the emissaries sitting in chairs around the table. The fourth one is Andromeda. The fifth is Alpha Centauri. The sixth is Orion. The seventh is Lyran. The eighth is Cetacean, which would mean dolphins or whales. The ninth is the elementals, beings of earth, air, fire, and water, the gnomes, the fairies, mermaids, and so forth. The 10th chair are an emissary from the galactic archangel realm. The 11th chair would be from the cosmic archangel realm, meaning like Metatron or Sandalphon. And the 12th chair is Elohim, which are sparks of God. So take a moment and just focus on that star. Go back in time 200,000 years and see yourself there and making the connection to the starseed experiment. And I realize this is a lot to do in just a short presentation, but it can give you an introduction to what's available. So while you're pondering that, I'm going to close the talk today with another channel from Seth, which is very helpful, very positive. And I hope that you enjoy it. Seth says it's an unprecedented time to be alive on our planet. As we enter into a new millennium, so much information is available that has been held secret or dormant over the centuries. Feel the power of the words as I say, we have arrived. We are starseed. We are about to turn the key and walk through to the higher dimensions. I am sure you have heard that we are the ones that we've been waiting for. I agree, and this is the lifetime that we have waited for, my friends. My advice at this time is to quite simply use your time and energy to simply tune in to a higher frequency. You would not be here at this conference if you did not know in your hearts that you are part of this experiment, that you're part of this higher vibration. To receive our communications from source non-verbally, you begin to tune into them. And you as humans are capable of receiving and transmitting vibrations on many levels and using the information effectively. It's my intention at this time to remind you that it is your birthright to communicate with beings on other planets of consciousness and other dimensions, and with those in service to you as a human. It has been a wonderful journey, hasn't it? Serving and here and learning, knowing that you have been in the presence of many multidimensional teachers and beings of great compassion. Our classes, our workshop, and this conference today is a wake-up call. Wake-up call for all of us, delivered by one who would encourage you to step in now, to be daring, to be courageous, and step out of the mold of convention. It's time for the seekers to find and to reclaim the power and light from within you. Let yourself believe in your pure potentiality, in the pure potentiality of equations that you cannot yet imagine, however far reaching. This is the time to try on new ideas and to express your freedom. In challenging your convictions and the third dimensional way of life, you widen the horizons. and you open the doors of your true potential. So Seth says it's time to plunge deep into the memory of your future. Your third dimensional society has deemed you emotionally incapable of dealing with extraplanetary life and the implications of alien intervention. But those that would create a barrier or a block of their hearts and minds do not yet remember who they are or that they are starseed. You are becoming empowered, expanding your awareness of how your souls twinkle in the night skies, yearning to remember your connection to the stars as you see them in heaven, and how glorious your true birthright is in the physical reality. You are each sparks from the flame of creation, fragments of the absolute, choosing to exercise free will in your descent into matter and form. As conscious beings, you experience and learn the alchemy of transcending matter and returning to spirit, the true purpose of the ascent along the evolutionary spiral towards illumination and truth. However long the journey is for each of you, you are remembering that you are the creators and the co-creators of this world. And together now we are joining together to return to the oneness of the energy of source. Understand that each day you have the choice to buy into the holographic story of chaos and pain some are creating, or to make the choice to return to the heart and begin to breathe in unity and create center. The question is, do you believe it's possible to live in peace and harmony and great health, while others around you choose war, fighting, poverty, and ill health? There is no better time than the present to move into mastery and to become the example that you are seeking. There's no better time than now to prove to yourself beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are the creator of your own experience and how you can observe what you create every day vibrationally. This process of liberation involves choosing again. Take note of that which you do not like or agree with. I've always said that a large part of living on earth in happiness is reflected in knowing what you don't want so that you don't continue to recreate them. Before the higher dimensional keys can be fully activated within you, you must clear your fields and release as much as possible of the accumulation of poisons and toxins and disturbances from your mental, emotional, and physical bodies. When this is done, your receptive capacities are enhanced, your pineal or third eye will begin to work very effectively, and you can begin to integrate and use the solar energy that is coming to the earth now. Mother Earth, the being you know as Gaia, has already entered to the next vibrational phase of her evolution. As she spirals into the ascension energies, she becomes a fifth dimensional stargate. You have the opportunity to light up with her or to literally blow your fuses, make your plans to leave the planet and do something else. I make no apologies in being this blunt, as my declaration of the choices you face is very real. There is no more time to pretend. This time is now to make the vibrational shifts that are necessary to begin to live the truth of who you really are. We have entered into the vibrational energy of the new earth now, and the process of the earth changes are significant during this phase of alteration and change. Much information is being revealed to humanity now through spirit regarding the work that is to be undertaken to clear your body of illnesses and toxins and so forth. In our world, my human mother, Reyon, has discovered the vast and untapped resources of the great cetaceans on our planet. Those are the dolphins and whales. They share the same DNA structure that humans have, and this is in the quantum realm. They hold the vibration and have the ability to tap into your multidimensional abilities. The cetaceans can align and recalibrate the human body if you ask them. They are super sentient in their physical forms and have held the vibration of love and bliss for millions of years on this planet. This is the record of your soul's journey in every lifetime. So, among the humans, there are many genuine light workers offering powerful healing modalities. To recognize those among you that would serve your highest good, ponder these simple questions before you allow them into your energy field. Do they empower you to heal yourself? Or would they have you follow their doctrines and worship at their temples? Do they encourage your self-discovery and awareness, directing you inward? Or are they pointing the way and pushing you down the path of their form of illumination? Do they honor your power or do they take it away? True healing is a gift from one to another, and is a simple, loving ability to channel the light of the divine. Those who love unconditionally are those who have been chosen to serve others from this place. They are examples of the humans who have chosen to live and create from their hearts, and they will tell you that the light of healing does not initiate within them. They are merely here to serve as a vehicle of spirit. True healers are those who have come to assist other humans in this time of transition and wish to empower you to find your own truth. Seek those that have come to help you back to your center as you learn to trust your intuition and turn up your vibration. Seek those that would assist you in opening your ability to channel and allow the light of the divine to flow through you. Remember the simple process of opening to breathe prana and direct this energy into the places in your body where you hold trapped pain and memories. Are you ready to re-examine and release? This is important. Understanding that only when you are truly ready will healing occur. You alone sets the stage for your own awakening, and you are the master of your vibration, and therefore your state of health and well-being. You are your own best healer, and no one can do it for you. However, by opening to run divine prana into your body, moving into your heart, you naturally choose a happy and vibrant attitude. This is the natural process of healing and alignment that we refer to as triangulation. This process moves you out of linear time into the truth of your creation and into 0 point energy. This state of being allows you to receive infusions of healing light and energy from a place of presence and from wisdom. In this vibration of triangulation, you understand that all healing must start with you and by you giving permission. So more and more information is being made available to you now, revealing how the actual starseed experiment was brought forth and integrated into the DNA of the human choosing to live upon the earth. After the fall from grace, when the humans living upon the earth were destranded in their DNA, the call went forth from Prime Creator to these 12 worlds of form, for each society to offer of their DNA to reseed the human being. From my perspective, this act of consciousness and giving is the greatest experiment the universe has ever witnessed. The pure potentiality of having the opportunity to incarnate into the third dimensional Earth, knowing that the wisdom of 12 different evolved planetary civilizations and wisdom is coded into every particle of my being. The collective intelligence of this group and the Akashic records is available to every single human on the planet. Take a breath. We ask that you perceive a possible reality beyond what you have previously imagined. We ask that at the end of each day you ponder if your belief system is now expanded. Has it been altered? We ask that you become a human, which is a forerunner for the others, opening to new ideas and an increased understanding and a new vision. We ask that you surrender the analytical process of the thinking process and continue to open your hearts to clear your cluttered minds. The human race is a brainchild of many stellar beings who took part in the inception of you. They're here to introduce you now to your family and to your family in the stars. Your distant relatives span the infinite expanse of this galaxy and the cosmos. This is why it's so important for you to solve the DNA riddle and claim your star brothers and sisters as your true ancestors. You truly are a human species unto your own. The Galactic Federation, representing elders from each of the star systems and dimensions, sent their finest emissaries to Starseed and create the new galactic human. This is you, and never has there been a more celebrated victory. All eyes are upon us. We are the emerging race of superhuman beings. We came to create our own experience and to make our own choices and to know the focus of dedicating ourselves to an ideal. Quite simply, we came to do the work, to have the experiences. And when you can truly remember this and embrace the truth that you are form and matter, sparked with the crystalline energy of Prime Creator, you will know this importance of the remembrance and the process of returning to the light. Feel the love and support that we have for you. You are mutating into your light selves. The brilliance of who you are has lain dormant for 200,000 Earth years. The rewards for your thousands lifetimes upon the earth is manifesting now. New frequencies coming to the planet are integrating, and you are accelerating the creation of your life body. You are also restructuring the genetic grid. You will radiate as a beacon for those who, like you, have also begun the transformational process. This is an aspect of your attraction to each other as soul family, your unification, which brightens the light of God. Individual units now we are committed to service, anchoring the cosmic energies. Beloveds, this is the evolution at its very finest, in its purest sense, where everything and everyone is in a state of becoming brighter, carrying more light as we journey together to return to source. So this is from Seth. And Seth says, and so it is. Welcome back. It's a great story. The best part is that it's true. How do you feel?
That is so amazing, Laurie. Thank you so much for that information. Wow. I love it.
Mhm.
Cool. Incredible.
I have
Incredible.
a special offer. Can I post it real quick in the, I
Oh, yes, please do.
think it's here. Yeah, there. And I guess I'll share the screen as we can look at it. It's 8 of our most popular workshops and 4 CD audio downloads. Retail value 710, available today for 144. So just to give you a smattering of the different things we do. There's a class on activating the pineal gland, which is I think is huge. And working with dragons as partners. We just love the new work we're doing with the dragons. It's so amazing. They're so benevolent, so powerful. I won't take time to read all this because we're already at the top of the hour, but we'll go through them. And here's a class on interspecies communication, working with your telepathy and your animal friends. And the same thing, working with your telepathy, though, but with your angel friends. Healing medicine. Here's a class on manifesting using law of attraction. And here is a wonderful class on remembering Lemuria, which is the first golden age. So much there to remember and use. And this is a 4-week workshop on the whales of the world. This has been so popular over time. People just love it. They continue to take it and learn from it. Whales are the elders, and they're the great healers. Huge part of my world. And then this is a snippet of the school that we have called the Whale and Dolphin Energy Light Medicine, a 4-week workshop with dolphins and whales, working with your DNA and core level healing. Very popular. You can take time to read all that. And then we have the audio CDs, messages from the great whales and dolphins, and guided meditations, which you'll really enjoy. The dolphins. And this particular CD it's more for intermediate meditators. It's got some time travel stuff on here, entering your sacred heart, some prayers and information from Seth Makuda, some whale and dolphin guided meditations. This is one of my favorite CDs I've created. And this is the counterpart to our movie, Ascension Guidance, step-by-step primer on little video clips on how to raise your vibration. And there they are, which goes with the movie. The movie's free. You can get it on our website. Just go to the sign up page and or email me and we'll send it to you. All right. So that's a big package
Can you
available
post that in
today.
the chat?
I think I did.
I don't
I
see
think
it.
you don't see it. There.
There we go. Okay, you posted it just to me. I'll make sure everyone gets that, Laurie.
Okay. Very good.
All
Thank you,
right.
everyone, for listening. We tried to touch on many things today, but attention to the pineal, attention to the creation story, and to communication with your star family, empowering your vibration. You can do it.
Thank you for that. What a beautiful channel and a message and the images of your experiences. So cool, Laurie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank